Do you find yourself always wanting to achieve more? So if you've got an exam back, the result, you always want to do better, that your best is never good enough. If so, then that's something called perfectionism. And perfectionism, it can be really, really hard and really, really exhausting. In this video, I want us to explore the 3 best steps that you can do to just make sure that you are in control of who you are and what you're trying to achieve in life. But first of all, let me explain to you what is a perfectionist. The Cambridge Dictionary states that a perfectionist is a person who wants everything to be perfect and demands the highest standards possible. The root for those people that are perfectionists is that they believe that their sense of worth is only based on their achievements. The thing is though, they will constantly keep upping the kind of the goals that they want to achieve, because instead of them getting a grade back and kind of thinking, well done, you tried hard, sometimes what they'll do is they'll look at that and they'll think, gosh, why didn't I get that grade? Or why I missed out on such a small percentage because I could have done better. But what we have to do is we have to recognise that it's about your effort. Achievements is a great thing, but it's not always something that you can do, not with every single thing in your life. But what does happen with this sense of perfectionism is that you will constantly be wanting to put 100% into everything you do. And if you're at school, college or sixth form, then that might be your different subjects that you're studying. But just a really gentle reality check here is that is not always possible. Because then what will happen is that you'll kind of feel disappointed if you're not doing that very well, and if you're not doing that very well, and I'm not doing that well, why bother? So it's about recognising, instead of pushing yourself and pushing yourself and pushing yourself, it's actually about realising your self-worth is not based on your achievements. Your self-worth is based on your effort. What we do need to remind ourselves is that actually us doing our best should be good enough. Sometimes what happens is through childhood, from when we're younger, going on into our teens, if not kind of adulthood, is that we absorb, sometimes by other people around us, that could be family members, it could be parents or carers, it could be teachers, sometimes kind of feel as if that if we're not trying, then we're not good enough, when this is not the case. I need you to learn to champion your achievements. It's so easy as a perfectionist to look at all of those things that maybe you haven't achieved or you haven't ticked off on your to-do list. But actually, I really need us to kind of just appreciate that we can only do so much. There's only so many hours in the day that you can function at such a high level. You need to sleep, you need to eat, you need to make sure that you're socialising, you need to make sure that you're relaxing. And that's self-care, whether that's having a shower, a bath, going and enjoying a cuppa, getting out in the garden, whatever it is, being with your friends. You need to realise that you are you, and yes, your achievements are fantastic, and to want to achieve those is brilliant, but actually, is it realistic? Not always. And it's okay to have things that haven't been ticked off on that to-do list. Just being real, okay? Let's just bring you back down to just you being you. I need you to realise that your good is good enough. Just be aware of maybe if there has become any pressures, where have they maybe come from? We're not blaming people, we're not doing that, but maybe just identify who are those people. Often working as a school counsellor, I can see the pressures are from other people within the family maybe, but sometimes they're from ourselves. Sometimes it's because we feel the need to prove ourselves, to be our friends or to be our siblings. But actually, are you enjoying life, living life, enjoying socialising with your friends, when actually all you're trying to achieve is something that's not necessarily achievable? So it's about realising that you are doing your best, and actually your best is good enough. Don't get me wrong, hindsight is a wonderful thing, and if you're somebody that looks back on something and thinks, oh, if only I did that, or I wish I'd done that, that's called hindsight. That is natural. That's a natural thing. But what I'm asking you to do is I'm asking you to just appreciate those triumphs in your life. Even if you only experience them for a short period of time, just make sure that you appreciate those little wins. So there you have it. I do just want you to realise that sometimes for perfectionists, when they're not achieving their goals or their dreams or their grades, then sometimes they can feel guilty. That can be a real battle between wanting to achieve and feeling guilty and lazy. But again, that's natural, so don't go beating yourself up, okay? Be compassionate, be kind towards yourself, because all you're trying to do, are you ready for this? All you're trying to do is to do your best, and that is good enough. Anyway, stay awesome, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. See you later, everybody.